My name is Elle. I'm a cross-stitch artist and designer here on TikTok, and today we're going to be talking about backstitching. I am going to pull out the teaching hoop. I'm going to pull up a pattern that I have been doing some pattern testing on, and we are going to work. All right, so this is the pattern that I have been working on. This is the rainbow badge from the original Pokemon gym badges. And so I have actually already stitched all of the color portion of this, and now we're just going to be going in and adding all of the back stitching, which are these black lines that kind of outline this piece, and it's really going to give it the detail and make this piece come together and make it more recognizable for what it is. So there's a couple different ways that you can do backstitching, and one of the ways that you can do it is you can stitch each and every individual like corner to corner. So this bottom piece would be 3 separate little stitches. However, I don't like doing it that way. I am going to come out of one corner and go down at the next corner where that straight line ends. And part of the reason for this is that sometimes it will end in between 2 corners, or even like right in the very center of a stitch and things like that. So I like to go corner to corner as long as I don't go more than about 3 or 4 stitches. So if this was a really long straight line, like say it was 6 stitches across, I would do 3 and then another 3. Rather than going all the way across in 6. The longer the stitch is where it's all on one side before you stitch back down to the other side, the more likely that that thread can get caught on something or get picked loose over time. So this is the pattern we're going to be working on, and then I'm going to show you on the teaching hoop now. So I have a single strand of black. I've tied a little knot in the end. That is how I prefer to do things when I am doing back stitching. That is what works for me personally. You could do things like pin stitches or like the loop start without a loop method. So as you can see, I came up and then I'm going down 3 stitches over. And for the most part, we are going to be working in the corners. However, there are some occasions where we are coming up between 2 corners and not in an actual corner. So you just have to be careful and pay attention to exactly where these little lines end on your pattern so that you can make sure you come up in the right place. And that was one of the ones where there's a corner here, there's a corner there, and I'm coming up in between them. Come up through that same one more time, and this time we're going to be going down towards the middle and meeting there. So that is about as long of a line as I ideally want to have. That's across 4 stitches in a little diagonal. So I really don't want to go any further than that, really. And luckily I don't have to, because this pattern doesn't ask for anything longer than that. Trying to find the corner. So that one, again, is another stitch where it's in between the 2 corner pieces. Or the 2 corner holes, I should say. So this is kind of just how you do backstitching. It's also why I say like I have to be in the mood to do backstitching, because it's just different than normal stitching. And I need to be in the mood to be paying attention to where all of these little stitches are starting and ending. With that said, I'm going to pause the video so you don't have to sit here and watch me do all of this, and I will finish doing the backstitching on the rainbow badge, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Here is the finished rainbow badge. As you can see, once we add the backstitching, it really comes together and it is much more identifiable for what it is. It really separates all of the different colors of the rainbow going around it and everything. So anyway, yeah, that's backstitching. If you have any more questions or you need any more help with backstitching, please feel free to leave comments and I will try to answer your questions as best I can. Anyway, I will see you guys next time.